Hello, can you hear us?
Hello everybody.
Check here. Okay, so hello everyone. Yeah,
Hello.
the question is, can you hear us? Someone here? Let's wait for a minute. And yeah, we'll start in a second. That will be the last Meet the Designer throughout this Essenspiele. Okay, thank you, Jacek, for that. So yeah, welcome everyone.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm Luke from Redi Games, and I'm joined today by...
I'm Michael, an illustrator of one of the illustrators from Redi Games.
And yeah, today at our Meet the Designer blog about illustration, we'll talk about illustrations. How do they come to life? We will make one live with all of you, and yeah. So let's start. Michał, what you can talk about?
I will show you a process how I make an illustration from the first step maybe to the last. I will try to make my best and make as quick as possible.
Okay.
And I will talk about how we cooperate with others in our team to develop illustration and make a good style for our game, because we try to develop individual kind of the illustration for pen and Dreadfun.
So yeah, we have small technical issues. So in the meantime, which illustrations in the game did you make? What are the ones that you were creating throughout the whole process of the...
I made a whole illustration for the board. Those I don't know how to...
Łącz tego TeamViewera, jakbyś mógł.
Okay. Most illustration on the board and lot of items in the game from the shop.
Oh yeah, we can show you some of those. We have finalized tiles right here. Oh yeah, and Michał did all the illustrations for those. Yeah,
there are two kinds of illustration. One is a normal side of the London. Second is a hellish side.
Okay, so start your stream from your iPad, because Michał will be drawing on his iPad. Oh yeah, right here. And yeah, I'm trying to set up everything properly.
Because at the first step of making illustration, I work on my iPad on Procreate. Then I take this illustration to the other programs to make a final polish.
And yeah, why do you choose the Procreate to make all the line arts and the basis of the illustrations?
Because it's the best program to paint on the tablet.
Oh, I see. Okay, so...
in the first step of the making illustration, I always try to make a mood board where I find some resources how to make the best. Wait a minute. Best feeling of the scenario where the illustration will be, or the items. Example, our game is in a Victorian London of the steampunk version, and I try to find as many as I can resources from pictures and other things from Victorian era, and some other inspiration from steampunk kind of game.
Okay, so yeah, let's begin. What you will be illustrating today?
Today I will illustrate an item related to our event from the game. If you play a Tabletopia, there is an event with Joseph Conrad where he finds a lever of darkness, and there is the word that he will go back to Congo to find a heart of darkness, and I will illustrate it for you today.
Okay, so I believe we can begin. I will.
Okay, at the first, before the streaming, I made some mood board with kind of hearts and items from the steampunk
Era or
yeah,
genre, I would say, because it's
genre.
yeah.
And my vision is that I will make some kind of container where it will be a heart, but I need to think, and I will draw some kind of versions of that heart, because I want to make some kind of the demon heart, the darkness, some of the inhuman heart.
Okay, it sounds cool for me. I believe our viewers will be pleased too. So yeah, you can start your process. Michał will be talking. We make some talking about how he works, and yeah. In the meantime, I will show you some of the things. So I will be making the voice space field in the times when Michał will have to focus a little bit more.
First, I will make some rough sketches. How could I make those containers and the heart? How it could be, and then I will make a final line art. And the last step, I think it will be making a color and some light. Okay, at the first I will try to think what will be a perspective, how we will look to this object, and where could be this heart. And good idea is to talk about cooperation with other peoples, because I'm the one illustrators from three of us, because there is Anne and Meg.
Yeah, I can show you some of the results of this cooperation, because we have three illustrators, as Michał said, and we wanted to have a coherent style. So they created a way of making the illustrations in 4 steps basically. So all of them looks like they were drawn by a singular illustrator. And yeah, for example here you can see illustration for one of the tiles that we have in our game. Michał, could you tell me what was the building here?
It was St. Peter Church in London, I believe. It's one of the most known buildings in London, because our pen Dreadfun is in London, and we need to make some buildings that is familiar to the people who were in London.
Yeah, and people who read about it, or they are interested in tourism or history. Yeah, and as you can see on the presentation up there in the right corner, there are 4 steps before we finish. There are 4 steps to make a finished illustration. The first one is the line art. Michał, basically in this scenario, when we're talking about tiles, Michał made the first 3 steps. So he made the line art. Then he painted the image in grayscale. Yes.
Yes, because it's good to separate your shadows and the lights.
Okay.
Using the grayscale, and then I use a gradient map on the different program to make a base color, and then I'll making a little bit of light and back scenes or others details.
Okay, I see. And then you can see the third image is with all those gradient maps and some colors. And then there's a final step in our creative process, and one of our illustrators, Anne, she makes the illustrations look in a penny Dreadfun way, and you can see that she adds a little the finishing touches to the color, and yeah, that's how the tiles are made. For example, you can see rough sketches from our illustration mech, and yeah, those were two concepts of the fairy in our game, and on the right you have the finished illustration with all of those Penny Dreadfun style colors and brushes.
It's kind of pastel colors with a little bit of cartoon style.
Yeah. And yeah. How is going, Michał? How are the sketches?
I'm thinking how to develop the container and how will be this heart inside of this. I will make one round window in this container, or it will be, I don't know, some kind of glass around.
Oh, I see. I see that you put a little bit steampunk touches to it already. I can see the thermometer or something in this one container, for example.
Yeah, because steampunk is.
It's all about the steam,
I see the steampunk. That of course you need to have a steam, because a steam is a main energy of the steampunk era. But there should be always some kind of pipes with a copper, some kinds of clocks to measure the steam, or I don't know how other things work, because I only see an items. I try to understand them. And of course, metal things. A lot of copper, a lot of steel or iron, and yellow colors, little bit maybe of red.
Okay.
Because it will be a container. Solid, because it will hold a heart of darkness.
Yeah, so it really need to be, because it can be a little bit like the lid of Pandora. So yeah. In the meantime, I will show you one of Michael's steampunk creations for this game. It's an item, because yeah, Michael also drew some of the items in the game. And here you can see a monocle, a steampunk one, yeah. And it was created the same way that all the tiles are made. So first we have a line art. Then did you use a grayscale with those items?
Yes, but
but there's none on the picture, sadly. But yeah, then you have a rough simple color, and then we have the version with all those effects.
Final polish.
Yeah, the final polish is there, and you can also see the finished illustration on a card, because monocle is an item that you can buy in a shop in Penny Dreadfun. And as you can see, it gives a lot of damages. Can you tell us something about the inspiration for this monocle? Because it looks, it's steampunk, and it looks like some kind of, I don't know, aiming device.
Yeah, but because normal monocle is some kind of piece of glass around the ring.
Yeah. It's basically glasses with one glass.
Yeah. And I tried to make something interesting with correlation of the Penny Dreadfun and the illustration of characters from which one make our girls, other illustrators. And I tried to find some more interesting things, and I researched a little bit, and I thought that it will be a good idea if I will make some kind of aiming device like Lucas told with when you I don't know how it's in English, this thing to look through them to see in the farthest distance.
Yeah, I know what you have in mind, but I'm not really sure how it's called. I will check it really quick.
Most people maybe understand what I want to talk.
Yeah, I
to
believe
say.
so. Yeah.
And when I look on the photos of this device, I thought it was a good idea to make one of these in the shortest version for the eye.
Oh, okay. Oh, by the way, the device that he was talking about is binoculars.
Yeah.
It's a funny because this is a monocle and the binoculars are two oculars and this is one ocular. So it should be monocular, I guess.
Yeah, monocular.
Oh, yeah, Jacek in our live chat at YouTube spotted the new background for the cards. Yes, as we said multiple times throughout the spiel and to all our players on Tabletopia, the version that we are showing is a cardboard prototype, so the cards there weren't final, and there are some small changes and adjustments in the current version of Dreadfun, and this is one of them. So you can see we added a darker background, it's like a more ghostly gothic one. And for the contrast, I will show you some backgrounds from the prototype. So as you can see, we will see in a minute. Oh, here we are again. You can see the old ones were a little bit more colorful and and they have the comic style into them, and we decided that we wanted something darker,
more evil.
Yeah, some way. Okay, so I see we're basically
first I think how the Heart of Darkness will look like, and if you have any suggestion, please post it.
Yeah, you can post it in a Discord or in our YouTube chat if you want to.
If there is more heads to thinking, there is a better idea, because
yeah,
I could sometimes do not see a good idea. Because only the most advanced artists could do something without searching and inspiration.
Okay. So, as you can see, Michał is working hard. It's already looking kind of evil to me, to be honest. Are those some kind of horns or?
Yeah, some kind of bones, horns. Of course, the final polish, when I make a color, it will be some little bit darker and evil, of course. Because remember that always color is a good way to show the feeling of the item.
Okay. So in the meantime, I will back to the topic of the creative process, because we have some more insider thingies for you. So you can wait. I need to change the scene. Oh.
Wait a second, because
I will wait. Yeah.
Transmission working? No.
Oh, it lagged out, I believe.
Yeah, we have a little bit problem with our
is
streaming problem.
Yeah, is your Wi-Fi working properly?
I think yes.
That's interesting.
Yes, it's working.
Okay. Okay, we'll try to figure out all those, and in the meantime, just restart the transmission. In the meantime, I will show you some some of the things. Yeah, as you can see here, you probably remember our cardboard shortcuts. If you don't, if you haven't seen the game, this is your first experience with Penny Dreadfun, we use something like this as a shortcut to move quicker around the map, and then you can see there is like oh, you can see because I seen this. Oh, okay, now you will be able to see. Those are the cardboard shortcuts. Yeah, and they are basically a way to move quickly around the map, and yeah, they were created in the same way that those tiles and items are. Wait, can you restart? Can you restart the
transmission?
Yeah, the transmission. I will disconnect from this one, and we will come to it in a second.
The button start transmission, yes?
Yeah. Wait, we need to connect first, I believe. Wait, it should ask you to let me in. No, it didn't.
Wait a second, I will shut down the program.
Okay. Sorry for the inconvenience to everyone.
Here is an ID.
Okay, yeah, I am connecting.
Yes.
Okay, we're back again. You need to start the transmission. Yeah, sorry for that. That's like the technology, you know. It can be a little bit rough. Okay, we'll be back in a second. Just need to... Okay, we're back in, as you can see. So yeah, the heart is getting more and more evil.
I think it's starting to be quite interesting.
Yeah, it looks really cool, I believe, for me at least. And yeah, so I promise you that we'll show you some more of the behind the scenes work. And
of course, if you play Penny Dreadfun on the tabletopia, look on the illustrations, because we have a lot of fun illustrations, interesting illustrations, and very colorful style.
Yeah, you can look it up. And yeah, we highly recommend to hop on our Discord or and play on Tabletopia with us. And yeah, so as I said, we have some more of the sneak peeks, and here you can see the cardboard shortcut. The first image is the cutout. So Michał were given a cutout from me because yeah, that's all, because I'm a graphic designer at Redi Games, and I had to make the cutout so Michael would know how much space he needs to fill and what are the proportions of the images, etc. And then he made the line art for the...
Because the game is not developed by separate people. We are the team and we are working in the team. Yeah,
we all work together and we all mix each other's works, and we help ourselves in the process. So yeah, and as you can see, those are the line arts and they went on the finally they went on the cutout. So we have the cardboard models, and here you can see the colored versions of the shortcuts. This one is a roof shortcut because we have two of them, and then they finally get put on a cardboard with all the finishing touches and color, and you can see that one here. Yeah, so and the final that's the final collaboration of two illustrators and one graphic designer. As you can see, this small object.
Of course, in the full version of the game, those boards will be a lot of... how much there will be? 24s?
It will the basic version of the game that we are going to launch on the Kickstarter. We have 15 of them, and there is possibility of more, but but that will be shown to you later at the Kickstarter campaign, because there are some really cool tiles for the map. For example, we have something that is called we have some special kind of tiles, as you can see. For example, here, those. For the contrary, here's a normal tile with 3 locations, and those are the lesser known or not that important locations, like western houses, also abandoned warehouses. Yeah, those are. And we have a special tiles for the well-known monuments in the game. For example, this is Bank of England, and you can see this is a hellish version of Bank of England. And yeah, there will be 15 of those in the base game, and we hope that we'll be able to make more of them for the Kickstarter campaign. What happened?
We have a problem. He's shut down.
Okay, that's interesting.
Because an iPad we have a little problem with streaming. We don't know why.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. What we can do is eventually we can try to point the camera at the iPad, but I don't know if it will be a sufficient way of showing this. Yeah, the funny part is that we tested the setup before the stream and it worked. So I have no clue why it's not working right now. And yeah, we'll just reconnect the devices. And we'll try again, and we'll be trying till we end the stream.
Of course, the final version of this illustration will be posted on our social media.
Yeah, of course. And we will put a link somewhere in here. Okay, let me see if the stream from the iPad started working. It seems like it's still frozen for some weird reason.
No, I'm drawing.
Yeah, I know, but on the stream something is still frozen. I will need a second, and I will. Okay, it's working again. So let's hope it won't crash itself anymore. And yeah. So right now you're working on a container, yes?
Yes, and I'm thinking how to container look like. Maybe we need to. There's one idea that container will be some kind of glass, medical glass.
Okay, so like all those human organs in the horror movies put in the jars, etc. Yeah. Yeah, that's spooky, actually.
Because it needs to hold darkness inside of this.
Oh yeah. Do you want to put some, I don't know,
rings to hold the whole thing? We'll duplicate this layer to maybe like this.
Mm-hmm.
And we will see what's happened when I add some more detailed things.
Okay, do you plan on adding some... I see that you're already putting some steampunk valves, etc. I was gonna ask about those. But yeah, I see you already incorporated those into the illustration.
Some handle maybe.
How exactly do you want to transport the Heart of Darkness? I don't even know if you want to transport it at all. I would bury it deep down the ground and never touch it again, to be honest.
But maybe it's some kind of artifact for occultists.
Yeah, it can be, yeah.
Because in Dreadfun we have some occultists and, I don't know, shamans, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, we just revealed, it maybe not reveal, we sneak peeked our new character, one of the characters, and she is Kate Fox, and she's a medium. She was a medium back then in the Victorian England, and in our game she is one too, obviously. And she uses occultism as her main resource, and you can check her out on our Discord server. There is a link in the description of the stream. So if you want to see our interpretation of Kate Fox, you can just go there and check it out. And yeah, if any of you has a question or an idea what to incorporate into the illustration, just feel free to talk to us on the live chat or at our Discord server.
Maybe some mark of Cthulhu.
Oh yeah, maybe. Why not? I'm starting to like this even more.
Now it's only a rough sketch, and I do not try to make it very detailed.
Yeah.
I want to see how those items correlate with each other.
Okay, I see. So, as an illustrator, how does your work looks like at the daily basis? With whom do you work, or how do you link your work with others, and yeah, how it is to be an illustrator in a game dev company?
Mostly, I ask a game designer how he see every item and every illustration. Because I need to fit to this, I don't know how to say, wait a second, to the style. Because every game need to have his own unique style to be interesting for buyers.
Yeah. So this will be talked about earlier. Yeah, the whole creative process of making those illustrations in collaborations with two other people, and even more because you also work with game designers and a graphic designer.
With you.
Yeah. That's the thing. And how it looks like? How do you know what you have to draw? The game design, what the game designer tells you, how those dynamic works out.
Make me a brief with an idea with his ideas, some kind of inspirations, and I start to develop this.
Okay, I see.
In my own way, because I search additional inspiration, additional pictures, colors, and try to play with a light. If you could show me the London with this one.
I will put it on a screen in a second.
Okay. I will tell you a little bit about this illustration, how I developed it. It was one of the first illustration of the location in Penny. I support myself with using 3D programs. Maybe it's not seen here, but illustration at the first steps was made it in a 3D program to make a whole scene and make a good perspective with very simple objects. And then I start develop line art and the detail, and the most important thing, the Big Bang. And when I made a rough sketch with some grayscale, I start to a little bit support this illustration with detailed things like lamps, pipes, and it's not seen here, but there is a steampunk car.
Oh yeah,
on the street.
Sadly, it's cut out. Maybe I can find a tile with it in the meantime.
And one more thing in this illustration, very important is light. How it will take a viewer to the scene.
Mm-hmm.
And some kinds of a little bit scenes of dark and very light places.
Oh.
And make a interesting climate for a viewer.
I believe I will be able to show maybe the full illustration in a minute. Yeah, because why not? The live stream, so live things are gonna happen. I will I will show you in a second. Right now, let's go back to the Michael's newest drawing.
It's hard to focus on the illustration when I need to talk. How I make it.
Yeah, I get you.
Oh,
yeah, don't worry.
We have a problem again with our
Oh,
streaming.
okay. So I'm a little concerned for this because it's probably not gonna work the way we want it to. So maybe we'll change the whole convention a little bit, and yeah, maybe you will draw, we will talk, and we'll be showing some
resources.
Yeah, some results, the progress in some steps.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
And yeah, Jacek said that he's asking what happened to the voice because we sound like some crazy lizards with this bass voice. So yeah, we might be reptilians, you know, and maybe the microphone is taking our masks off.
And maybe there is an internet problem. I don't know.
No, I don't know. We are. I think that the microphone exposed us as our reptilians. So yeah, we're kind of screwed there. But yeah. Okay, so I will change the scene so we don't see the freezed illustration. Yeah, sorry for that. Yeah, nothing you can do if the technology don't want to work with you.
I thought that iPad will not have a problem with streaming, but there are problems.
It didn't have a problem like 1.5 hours before, so what is having a problem right now, I don't know. But yeah, what we're gonna do, as I said. We talked about working with game and graphic designers and 2 other illustrators. We talked a little bit about your creative process. And what can you say about the style and the colors in Dreadfun? Because you talked a little. You said that there's some pastel colors. There are some like comic-like style illustrations in the items, especially.
Yeah, Meg, our second illustrators, developed for me a color palette, and I will show you when I end this illustration. She gives it to me to make the illustration for the same kind of tones.
Oh, okay.
Because when I use it, I try to make every character has his own unique color palette, and when I made an illustration, example item for example Alice from Wonderland, I used the color palette for Alice from the Wonderland.
Okay. So basically, each character has its own palette, so all the items and cards associated with the character gets the same palette as well, yes?
Yes.
Okay, I see.
And you will feel which one belongs to the... It's not... In the game, it's not belong because everyone can buy an item, but they are related.
Okay.
Like a jetpacks for Marie or the saber for Jack the Ripper.
Oh, I see. Give me a second. I want to show you some more things from the game, some more finished illustrations, if you don't mind. And I just need a second to.
A lot of those illustrations are on tabletop, yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
If you will have a little bit time to watch the card and watch the boards, you can look on the few are the really awesome, and I really like it.
Okay, I will here you can see two of our enemies of the crown. The one on the left is Banshee. It's a boss. It's a boss or a mini boss. I'm not sure right now.
Banshee, I think it was boss, because on the boss rush
but in boss rush modes there are also mini bosses. Yeah, but that's not the case here, because I wanted to show you the difference between the
feeling of
the feeling of the characters, because one of the monsters, the one on the right, is a noble woman killed by lightning, and she's an ordinary enemy of the crown. So she's like not the scariest thing in Penny Dreadfun. Those are maybe not easy to kill, but they are easier to kill.
Easy to kill if you feel the way how to fight.
Oh, because but they can also bite you back, so
of course
it's not like it's all fun and games there. And yeah, what I want to talk about is you can see the difference in those characters. That the one that is only a normal enemy of the crown, she's not that intimidating. She's more like a weirdly spooky. Yeah, I know you can see us on the camera, on the scene, on the presentation, but yeah, that's how we need to roll for a minute or two, or maybe 5, I don't know. I will try to fix it as soon as possible. And yeah, as I said, she's an ordinary enemy of the crown, and yeah, you can basically tell that the second one, the mini boss or boss one, is more intimidating. She seems scarier
and stronger.
Of
course.
Yeah, you can tell at the glance, basically. And yeah, I will. In a second, we'll go. Maybe let's try to show some progress in the illustration.
Yeah, of course.
We'll try to connect each other again. Sorry for the noise.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, I need to make some quick adjustments. One second. Here, okay. And now you can see the progress of the illustration. So what did you do throughout those last minutes?
Made a medal with a face of
Cthulhu.
Yes,
I see. It started to look like a heavy steampunk tank. You know, those with water, or a little bit like a diving suit, maybe even with this Cthulhu. It right now seems like a really steampunkish thing. And yeah, it's getting
this feeling that it's forbidden. And I don't know, it's maybe I will make a round window because
Okay.
I don't know. Wait a second, I will duplicate it. Duplicate that one. And we will see the result.
Yeah, so let's look at your work for a little bit. Oh yeah, so we're trying to make the window right now.
Kind of. Maybe it will be more interesting.
Yeah, let's try it. The app you're using, Procreate, yes, if I was mistaken. It seems cool that, you know, the modern technology of to make illustrations is actually really cool because
You have a feeling of real drawing when you use the pen.
Oh, I see.
And the tablet is really accurate.
Oh.
Of course, the last steps of the painting I take to the PC version of the programs, and there I can make a lot more interesting things.
Oh, I see. And yeah,
We need to look on the inspirations, how it could look like. Maybe some I don't know. Maybe it's time to make some details.
Yeah, you could try. Why not?
With pipes. If anyone is on the channel and you have any ideas what I could add to the illustration, please post it.
Yeah, don't be shy. Yeah.
I will try to make your ideas on the illustration.
Okay, so maybe I will give an idea to incorporate.
Okay.
And it will be a hard one. Try in some way to incorporate a unicorn in this. You don't have to draw the whole unicorn or something.
I understand.
Try to do something that will say, "Oh, there was a unicorn," or so.
Unicorn poop.
If you want to, you can go with unicorn poop. I don't. It's not that I don't mind because that's not so. Okay, let's drop this. Let's drop this topic of the poop.
Sorry, scene joke.
Okay, so in the meantime, I will jump back to our presentation. Maybe. Oh yeah, the iPad is still working, so
it's
stream is working. I will show you. Michael will do his thing in the background, and I will show you the minis. Our minis, as you can see, were sculpted on the base of 2D illustrations. So they are the sculptures interpretations of the characters from the game. As you can see here, we have Alice of Wonderland with her mighty cricket. Croquet. I'm not sure how the sport is called. I didn't check it throughout the spiel because we talked about it with Jacek on the first stream, the first playthrough. We were like, this is Alice and she has a bat, a cricket,
something like that.
Yeah, something like that. And as you can see, the mini is highly detailed. It's made, with painting in mind, and I believe that the minis, the sculpture try to replicate a little bit comic style of the characters, so the miniatures are not generic fantasy ones. They are not hyper realistic or something. The Pineville has its own style, and you can see the style is incorporated into the minis too, and it looks really cool. Oh yeah, here you can see the boss miniature. This is the biggest one of the ghost miniatures that we have in the box. In the previous playthroughs, you were able to see the miniatures of the standard enemies of the crown.
And minibus.
And minibus, yes. And yeah. Basically, this is the third, the biggest and scariest of all of them. Yeah, and as you can see, now you can see us and you can see the presentation, so I managed to do it. And yeah, as you can see the mini boss, we had to resign. You couldn't make the slimy goo on his not horns. Those are like some, I don't know, how do you call the mascot?
Octopus.
Yes.
I don't know, octopus is a creature, but
yeah, but it got all those
weird, some kind of alien things.
How do you call it? I mean, I have like a blank space in my head. How do you say it?
I don't remember.
I need to. Oh, come on, tentacles.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, those are the tentacles, and some of them has the slimy glue, as you can see on his face. There's a glue too. We had to resign sadly because sadly it didn't look well on a sculpt, but he still looks really cool and intimidating. So yeah, we're really happy with him. Here is the ghost of the Emily Dickinson, and as you probably know already, she's a weird ghost siren hybrid that our lead designer thought of, and yeah, I think she looks pretty cool, and the sculpture made really great job with all those gooey things.
And we have a very talented sculpture.
Again?
Talented designer who make this sculpture. We're talented.
Yeah. The guy who's making those sculptures he's well known in Poland, from where we are from. He made one Kickstarted game called the sculpts for one Kickstarted game. You may know it. It was Titans, I believe.
Yeah, Titans.
And yeah, the guy is really great, and he was pleased to do some non-hyper realistic miniatures for once. So he's as stoked as we are about this project. Here is Jack the Ripper, and yeah, as you can see he was made from on the basis of this illustration, and as you can see, yeah, it looks pretty good. You know, some details are changed because you can't mold.
It's hard to apply
some details and super small things into a miniature, because miniatures are kind of small, so some details.
Print some kind of.
Yeah, you need to manufacture them, and some of the details won't just be visible, and even they can look ugly on a finished miniature. So the sculpture needs to work with those a little bit.
And hold some specifications.
Yeah. But yeah, as we said, the guy is really good. So as you can see, Jack the Ripper looks cool too. And here we have Marie Skłodowska-Curie. She's standing in some poisonous cloud. That's really cool too. As you can see, the sculpt reflect that, and she got even some textured piece of cloth on her, which on the original illustration had some bubbles on it. So yeah, it was a texture, and basically the sculpture thought that it would be cool if those were if those were 3D, the texture. So here
Of the flames, yes.
yeah, and I'm talking about the piece of cloth that is above the flames.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, you can see those are the 3D details. The texture.
The pattern of the
yeah,
texture.
yeah, the pattern is made. Yeah.
I think it's a quite good technique because those are places where nothing's happen, and
Yeah.
he get a very good idea to make with this space something interesting.
Yeah, because when you work with an illustration, you can play with colors, patterns. You don't have to. You have some more tools to make something interesting, even if it's a boring piece of cloth. If it's, I don't know, some boring detail, like, I don't know, button, for example, and in those,
Because our limit is our imagination.
yeah, but in these miniatures you need to push it a little bit, because you need to make them look interesting even if they are not painted. Yeah, because
Yes.
you can paint your miniatures, but they come with the box, they come unpainted, and yeah, they need to look cool even if someone is not even won't even try to paint them. So yeah, that's the difficult part of it, because you can see, for example, when we look at Alice, you can see that the layers of her skirt are colored in a different colors. Yeah, and they're colored different in a different way, and it gives the picture some more life. It's more interesting because of those colors. And on a sculpt, there won't be any. Yeah, so
In this picture and the sculpt, I like the most this skirt. Yes, this very dynamic.
yeah. It's if you look at that, you can feel that the miniature is alive and it's not static. So she's like trying to intimidate someone with a club, or she's about to smack someone to the head. Yeah.
Using this club.
Yeah. It's really cool. So let's back to the Michael's art, because a lot of things changed along the way.
Yeah, I think I will start to make a final line art, because
Oh,
it's look
yeah, it
quite
looks,
interesting.
yeah, it looks really cool, I would say. You can.
Maybe some more clocks somewhere. I will apply, but I think I don't know which one is better. This top element of the container, that it will be round or
A cone, yeah.
yeah.
Uh,
Which one do you think?
Wait, let me see. Here
Which
on
one
my
will
pad.
be better?
It's a tough decision, man, because I like both of those and can only make one. But yeah, maybe let's go with the cone one, with this one.
This?
Yeah.
I think it will be a better idea.
I mean, it's kind of, the sharper edges are cool, and
More aggressive.
Yeah, more aggressive, and it's like, oh yeah, that thing looks scary. So something sketchy is inside, I believe. If you look at that's my feeling. Yeah, when I look at the cone top, not the round one, I'm like, yeah, something fishy is in there. So right now we want to make the final sketch, yes?
Yes, I will a little bit change a perspective. Make it feeling that it stands somewhere.
Oh yeah.
And I fit it to canvas, because this canvas of rectangle is a space for layout to your
Oh
cards.
yeah. As you can see probably here, the canvas is basically the purple background on the card, and the item goes there. Yeah.
And when I develop these items, those items can't be too high.
Yeah. That's really important because when the item is too high, it will be really small and it will only cover a fraction of the width.
Yeah,
width of
it will be two big spaces on the left and the right.
Yeah. Basically, yes. So Michał has to keep in mind that it's still an illustration for a card, not a illustration that you will just put somewhere as a whole. Yeah.
Yeah, in the digital space.
Yeah. For example. Can you tell me what's the do you think different or work in a different way when you work on illustrations for some objects in game, like for example the
Okay. Internet problem.
Something when the stream went down, but that's no. We'll manage with it. We'll manage it in a second. Back to my question. I wanted to ask you how do you approach the illustrations for the game elements, because you are illustrator for quite some time. You made a lot of illustrations in your life. And I'm interested if you are working on a game piece, illustration for a game piece, like for example, card illustration, the tile illustration. Do you approach them differently than for example, I don't know, some works in your portfolio?
Of course, because the main thing is what the product will be, and I need to fit to the brief from the designer, and I need to make it in the proper style.
Oh yeah.
Of course, as an illustrator, I try to make my illustration in a different style: cartoon, realistic, low poly. I made some things in a 3D.
Yeah.
Try to be. I don't know how to tell this.
You can tell me in Polish, and I can help you.
Być na czasie.
Up to date. Up to date with the style. So it's like.
And think that it's needed to have a job in the game industry.
Oh yeah.
Because it's very important. Few years ago, every illustrators, for example, for a game, for the game, could only draw things.
Oh yeah.
Now the illustrator need to know about 1 to 3 3D programs.
Okay. Ten broadcast, jak możesz. Okay, so we'll have the setup working in a minute.
Okay, then.
Yeah, you can draw already. I will take care of the technical stuff.
Now a little bit of focus.
Yeah, you need to excuse us because I'm a graphic designer. He's an illustrator, and it's our first time operating on a YouTube stream. So it's quite right for us.
Yeah, and I first time stream my live working process, and I'm a bit scary.
Okay, so you mean you're stressed a little bit, yeah?
Stress, yes.
I mean, imagine that you are talking to yourself, or to me only, and we're like here talking some silly stuff. And I see that you started the final sketch.
Yeah, final line art.
I mean, it's pretty cool that you draw some line and then do some clicky things, and it became a circle or a more straight line. That's really cool.
Yeah, it's a kind of advantage of using an iPad.
Oh, I see. Yeah, it's really cool. Holy moly. I'm impressed because on a daily basis I don't really see what Michał is doing on his iPad. We sit next to each other, but I have other things to do, and
most of the time I see the finished line arts or finished illustrations. I don't see the that much of the process actually. He gives
final illustrations.
Mostly final illustrations. Sometimes he's showing, if he's stuck with something, is showing the multiple propositions, but those are all rough sketches or the finished line arts, and then we make some adjustment and changes. But yeah, the process, I didn't really saw the process of making something Procreate, because I mostly work in Photoshop and and other Adobe stuff.
Of course, Procreate is a very good program, but those final things, when I make a base color, I will take it to the Photoshop and make some more advanced light.
Oh.
Because making an illustration is a really complicated process.
Oh yeah.
And like I said before, only the most experienced illustrators could start working with a product without making a proper start.
Oh yeah. Okay, so I will look through the things that we have to show. I think we went through sadly all of those. So we need to
make a small talk.
Make a small talk. I think we, for how long we are live? Because we're live for like 1 hour, I believe. So we will maybe finish. You'll maybe finish the line art, and that will be it for the stream, I believe, because the technical issues are not helping. But Michael will finish the line art here live on the stream, and then he'll go to his computer and finish and make some and start working on finishing this illustration, and we'll post it later on in the social media and under in the YouTube comment under the stream, because it will be you will be able to watch it from our Spiel live streams playlist, because we made out of those throughout the day.
I tried to make it as quick as I could, but it was my first live drawing, and
don't worry, you make a great job.
Process of illustration is a long time taker. I don't know how to.
It takes a lot of time, basically. Yeah. On the other hand, just like in 1 hour you concepted the whole item, and now you're making the final sketch. So I think that's a great time, honestly. And on the other hand, today we'll be holding a Spiel goodbye stream. This is the second to last live stream that we're making throughout this Spiel, and we will talk a little bit about how fun it was to be here with you guys on the virtual SN convention, and we will talk about the future, because I
love to play with us.
Oh yeah, Michael.
With you.
Michael played throughout the whole event with I don't know even how many people, and he was talked about it. Yeah, if you played on our tabletop, there's a big chance you played with him, because he played a lot. I mean, like 20 hours or something.
Yes.
Of rough. It's only the playtime. The 20 hours of playtime alone. So.
Quite a lot, and every time when I play with you, it was very pleasant to play because all of you are very great.
And yeah,
in the board games, of course.
Yeah, so yeah, we want to talk about all those cool stuff that we did throughout the event, and we want to show you some things that will happen in the future. We want to reveal some things that we are working on right now, but not really right now. But we want to. We started them because we are basically finished with Dreadfun. We need to launch the Kickstarter, and it'll be basically it for the most of the team. And yeah, we started working on we have some other projects that we want to share with you, and it will be all on the Bye Bye Spiel stream, which is scheduled, I believe, for 8 p.m.
Something like that.
Yeah, we rescheduled the streams because the Spiel is ending around 8 or 9 p.m. and we wanted to make our stream in time, so the people will be clicking through all the booths or something. So yeah, we wanted to make it a little bit earlier. So yeah, you can tune in to our goodbye stream later on today. And yeah, I can see that you are
applying hard.
Yeah, to the tank.
Yes. And I will make a line art for this tank, those Polish line arts. Delicious.
Yeah, actually, there's quite a lot done already. I think the Cthulhu emblem is in there already.
No.
Don't worry, it happens sometime. And yeah, the tables on Tabletopia will be open throughout the day till the endings, till the goodbye stream. And yeah, so if you miss the opportunity to play with us, you can still do it, because yeah, the tables.
We like you and we want to play with you.
Sorry for the keyboard sound. And yeah.
Okay.
So you're making the heart.
Yeah, I don't know how it's.
Veins.
Yeah. Veins, yeah, of course. Some veins, some horns from the heart. I will try to end it as quick as possible to post to you on the web. And I will show you a process because Procreate can record your steps till the end of the process of the file.
So basically you can make a time lapse.
Time lapse
for us. Yeah, that's cool actually. I'm interested in it as well, to be honest.
I like this idea because when I started thinking what I will paint for you, I want to make something related to our games.
Yeah.
Our game, Penny. And I thought that if you play on the Tabletopia, some of you had a quest with Joseph Conrad and you will know something about that.
Yeah, that's a really cool touch, I believe, because yeah.
And I like personally that flavor text on the card.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, the closing stream will be actually 7 p.m. I sleep there. So yeah, 7 p.m. here on our YouTube. So if you want to join us there, feel free. And yeah, the Tabletopia tables are open. So if you want to come and play with us, yeah, just hop on our Discord, and one of our colleagues from work will guide you through our game and will help you to learn how to play it. Right now it won't be Michael, because he is sitting right here with me, but in an hour or so there's a chance you will play with him. Yeah.
Okay, then we end. Yes.
I mean, finish the top cone, and we can say that, and we'll show the final results of the stream right now. And yeah, that will be it for this stream. But we'll keep you posted about the illustration as a whole. Yeah, as you can see, Michael is finishing the cone tank at the top. I mean, I already love this illustration, to be honest. Michael made a lot of Cthulhu references in his work for the game. For example, he made a Cthulhu plushie.
Yeah, love this item. Duchy with painting tools.
Oh yeah, it's an item card. It's a reward for a quest. I don't remember which one, because there will be over 50 of them. So yeah, but it was really cool plushie. We will post it under the video too. Yeah, why not?
Yeah. I think it's fun Polish.
And okay, and yeah, the handlebar, and after that I think we're done with the, yeah, it's actually getting the, you can already see the shapes and everything, and you know the basic concept is actually here. That's really cool, I would say. Oh yeah.
And of course, it was a pleasure to draw for you.
Yeah, it's always cool to...
The experience for me, because it was first time that I made something like that, and I was a little bit stressed about it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean...
And it's pretty hard to draw something and talk
at the same time. Yeah. Can you show us the rough sketch and this?
This is what it looks like now.
Oh yeah.
And rough sketch is here.
Yeah, so it's so yeah, you can see there is some differences between those.
That one.
Yeah, as you can see it's
because the process what I like to make, it's first that rough sketch, then I make a line art, this with a hard one line, then I make separate colors of the palette inside of those spaces, and then I make light on those spaces.
Oh, I see.
And it will be great.
Yeah.
When I finish this one.
Yeah, okay, so it was a pleasure to host this, kind of speed painting, not really speed painting, but painting with audience. Yeah, it was cool to have you here, Michael. Yeah, thank you
and thanks.
Yeah. And thanks to all of you guys. Remember to check out our social media. You can still check our Spiel.Digital virtual booth. And yeah, hop on our Discord server, on our tabletop game. Come and play with us. You can read if you're interested in a game and you are first timer here on our channel. You can check out the Board Game Geek page of our game. There's a lot of articles about the game mechanics, game art, and all the things. Really, and yeah, as I said.
And see you on Tabletopia.
Yeah, so see you guys. Thank you for joining us again. And
Bye bye.
yeah, bye. I need to change that. Oh.